So me being home to be able to help care for her and my dad. They live on our property. Me going and getting a job or even leaving in the evenings especially to do a live party, not gonna work for my life. So being able to be 100% virtual and be successful has been amazing. Huge.
Well, I started out just basically, I resigned. I actually did Pampered Chef like 18 years ago, but then came back because I was stalking Stacy's freezer meal workshop because I'm all about efficiency, get in, get out, get done, all that. So I started just to do freezer meal workshops. I didn't want anything else, and then just kind of bumbled my way into a virtual option because I have online friends from living all over the world. So that I just fell into, and then found out there's an actual format for it later. But I have 5 kids, and leaving my house to get anywhere is a miracle, and being able to even plan things to get anywhere is a miracle. So virtual has been the way I've been able to retain having a Pampered Chef business right now. So yeah.
So I, about a year ago now, just was not happy with my bookings. I was low in bookings, and I thought, I have to do something, and immediately, and really like next week, I need some shows on the calendar. And so I thought, everybody was talking about the virtual thing, and I figured I need to figure this out. And so it was amazing how quickly I could put business on the calendar and really salvage a month. So, and then it grew from there. So along with the fact that you can just grow, it expands your business, because I'm doing shows in Florida, I live in California. And so now have people on my team all over the place. So it just really can expand further than what you can do live. So love that.
I started out doing cooking shows, hadn't ever heard of virtual parties, and I wasn't getting the bookings or the recruits. Came across the virtuals and tried one out, and it's just kind of snowballed from there. I have 4 kids, we homeschool. My husband has a crazy schedule, so trying to get someone to watch the kids to go out to do a cooking show was really, really difficult. So the virtual world just works ever so much better for our schedule. So it's been great.
I just started doing virtual because I work 40 plus hours at another job. So I have 2 teenage kids that are involved in sports and everything else. So it just fit my schedule. I don't have to leave them on my time off because I already feel like I'm out of the home enough that I wake up early on a Saturday or a Sunday or late at night, just get on my computer, do what I gotta do, and I'm done.
Right. Okay. So I know I have one director who was not on the virtual bandwagon. I mean, I don't do them. You guys, I am like completely, it's pretty humorous. Where's my team? That I'm standing up here, they're like, oh, this is so funny. And when Barb said, oh, I put you on the virtual, I'm like, okay. So, but anyway, it's good. I mean, I promote doing virtual business. I've seen it have such an impact on some of the teams on our team and the people who have been slow to jump in with their team. You don't have to do it yourself. It might not be for you, just like the station style, but promote it, because there's some of these people wouldn't even be with us if there wasn't an option. So we're going to do a little bit. I think it gets so confusing, the this or that, okay? So this is a this or that. Let's start with the first one. Groups or events?
I do mine in groups.
Groups?
Events.
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 Groups.
So, what does that tell you? Does it matter? No. People are having success both ways. Don't get so hung up. So that kind of goes along with Cinch, share, and host my party. You know, there's a couple different ways. Don't get stuck on deciding. Grab one. Just grab one and jump in. Okay, and then how about let's just kind of hear an hour, the 1 hour versus the multiple days.
I do mine total 7 days.
Okay.
The main part of the party is 5 days.
Mine's around 5.
Start to finish 13. Pre-party's like 4 days, I think.
7-day party, 5-day pre-party, 2-day post-party, total of 14.
7-day party, 2-day pre-post, and I always start on a Sunday and end on a Sunday
Okay.
for
So
the
it
actual
is-
party.
Yes. So lots of things, and I think it's really interesting because I think the people who want it over faster, that suits your personality. You know, it's like I don't want to keep holding on to it for 14 days, and that suits you and the other folks. So just there's no magic answer there too. Same with how many days. Yes.
And I just want to ask, how many times a day are you posting?
Yeah, that's another thing. Okay, how many posts?
I do 8 on the 5 days that I'm.
Per day?
8 a day.
8 total?
No, you're saying 8 per day.
8 per day
8 posts per day.
for the 5 days.
Can you be a little more specific though? So if it's 8 per day, are you spacing them kind of evenly throughout the day, or is it batch posts, things like that?
Yeah, I tried the batch posting. It kind of made my brain go crazy. So I do start them usually at 8, 10, and just kind of go every couple hours. It works.
And that's through some company thing.
I use Cinshare.
Is Hootsuite a thing?
Yes.
No idea.
Yes,
I'm sure there'll be lots more people jumping in if it's profitable, so. Okay, so how many posts, and if you want to say how you who you use?
I use Post My Party. I start at 8. We play games. I don't know how many per day, like 6, 8. I don't know. Depends on the day.
Yeah.
So
I use Post My Party, and I run my posts from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and I do 3 posts every 4 hours.
Well, a day. Plus they do.
Oh, yeah, thank you for doing that math for us. It's all day.
Exactly, because math is hard. I use Post My Party. Pre-party days are 3 to 4 posts a day, evenly spread out. Party days are a total of 15 posts. 5 times a day, 3 posts with each time. So it comes through bam, bam, bam. So unless they're on Facebook at the time, they're not getting slammed with notifications. And then post party is about 3 posts the first day, and then the last day is a lot of reminders as it gets later into the day. So it's probably about 6 or 7 total that last day of the post party.
My pre-party's the same, it's only like 3 posts per day, and they're like 3 hours apart. And then my party days, they start at 8:30 with a game every day, the answer's at 7 p.m. every day. There's always a recipe, a cooking tip, and I do 10 to 12. The days that I have more, it's because like I'll do the deep cover baker, and then I'll do like a little meme like a minute later that's like, I don't cook fajitas, but when I do, it's in the deep cover baker with the Dos Equis guy or whatever. Like, it's always something that goes with that post. So that's what I do.
The 2 bookends. Okay, there's more. Games, not games, live demos, using home office videos, but you get the picture. Just find somebody you admire in the business who's doing well at it. And I think I've asked these people, if you have a director friend, you can say, can I just sit in on one? And then you can see what they do and maybe try it, and then you'll figure it out from there. So, but let me see, who wants to address why you can't just take somebody else's and just do it?
I'll be honest. Well, one, I think it's cheating. And each of us has a Pampered Chef business. That's us, right? We consultants, every walk of life, every stage of life, all that kind of stuff, and people will connect with a person. So you can buy Pampered Chef from a bunch of people, but connecting with your customers and creating loyalty and having people really engage with you as an authentic person is impossible to do if you are copying and pasting. You have to bring you to the show. You have to do that in a live show. You have to do that in a freezer workshop. You have to do that in your recruiting, in your team building, all of that. It's about you bringing this to somebody. So in order to be authentic and draw people to the business and to you, you have to show up. So that's my big thing. So I do a lot of live interaction on my parties too, and so that I think again helps connect people to a person as a Pampered Chef consultant. So.
Yes.
So my whole thing with that is when I recruit people, I'll share my outline and I'll tell them just make it more personalized. But the whole thing is too, is once you take ownership and you start, like, I would have never done so well if Charlotte, if I didn't get kind of like, I still use her method, like her game every day, her cooking tip or recipe, but it's completely mine. So it gave me something to focus on, but it's one of those things that when you have ownership in it and you did it yourself, then you're gonna be more motivated. You know, if I just keep taking somebody else's stuff and say their stuff isn't going anymore, but I don't know how to change it up myself, then I'm gonna lose interest and my business is gonna die down. I don't know if that makes sense, but to me, when you have ownership of something, it gives you more drive to make it better or challenge you.
I'm also gonna add to that. If you don't change it up and you just literally copy and paste and use the same images over and over again, you will end up in Facebook jail. And I know a number of us have been in Facebook jail, and it's not a fun place to be. So you've got to change it up, you've got to put your own voice in there. And it's not fair to the person that originated the work to just copy and paste it as well.
Anybody else? Okay. Yeah, so it's not that people don't want to share with you. They really are protecting their own business, because if you get in Facebook jail, you're kind of dead. You know, you're not being able to do business. Or did you?
So what I want to know is when you're creating your own work and your own items to post, are you using SitShare? Or what are you using to create the product? I know who I am learning from, she said, I don't mind if you share the posts, but don't use my wording. So changing the wording, personalizing it shows your personality. However, how are you creating the pictures that you're using?
I do a lot of my own graphics, and I use Canva.
What's it called?
Canva. Canva.
You guys, so look that up. Anybody else want to use that?
PicMonkey is good.
Wait.
Sorry. Canva is also independent of ScentShare. PicMonkey is also good. There's a whole bunch of them. Just Google image creation and you'll find them. But ScentShare, Hootsuite, Post My Party, Tiny Torch, they're basically posting services. You type your verbiage into their box, you upload the picture to them, and then they post it for you. You can use a Word document to write out your words if you want to, and then just copy it and paste it into whatever your posting service is, or you can go straight into the posting service and type into there as well. So it's just personal preference.
I build my whole outline in Evernote because like January got away from me and I didn't have an outline, so I went back and used September's outline and just changed it up to fit January. So like my images and everything were the same as September, but I didn't have anybody that went to a September show, so I just switched it up. So I save them all in Evernote. And then I just found a new app on my phone called Ripple, and it's really cool to do like pictures and wording and images, and you can do little videos and stuff. So.
RIPLE. RIPL. Yeah, RIPL.
Okay, so you guys are way better than me with the image creating. I Google a lot of images. The groups that are on Facebook, people are sharing lots of great images. I have learned to use PicMonkey and put a border around so that they're not the same, kind of edit it a little bit. But I also I'm starting to use more now, and with my new spring template, I really plan to use a lot of the Pampered Chef graphics. I mean, they're gorgeous, so I really want to do that. So I'm wondering, your question, I know when I got started, I had a really hard time organizing everything, like how to get it, like how to do the layout and plan it. Is that kind of your question, or?
Well, I don't know. No, she does. Yes, she does. Mine isn't the planning, it's just finding the images. So,
Okay.
and I want to know how to create my own. So you just gave the Facebook group for that.
Okay, good. And then because I struggled, I tried to have a Microsoft document, and I'm not a big Evernote user. I tried that, and it just didn't work for me well, but there's not really anywhere to keep your image and your post, your wording. So I personally just like to use Post My Party, and then you've got the template is made, so then you just can reuse it and reuse it.